Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, everyone, wherever you are. I want to welcome you all to another episode of Envision Me Podcast. Today's episode is sponsored by Vision Me Vision Board Kit, the kit that will take you from A to Z on going after your vision and helping you setting goals. And so if you're interested in grabbing a kit, drop it in the feed and say, I'm interested. I will be happy to get one to you. If you sign up today and leave your email, I have a free gift. Do you want to know what the free gift is? Drop in the feed and say, I want to know what the free gift is. So those of you who don't know me, my name is Pam, and I am the founder of Envision Me. So how you guys been doing? I have to ask, I've been so slacking on asking everyone, how you been doing? Really, how are you been doing? Oops, how you been doing lately? Have you gotten to do what you wanted to do? Do you know why I want to ask that question? Because we as women keep on putting our vision to the side, right? And we're taking care of our family. We're taking care of everybody's needs but ours. And so here's how Envision Me had came about. Because I wanted you to know that no matter where you are in life, if you are ready to work on your what's next, may it be a corporate job. May it be you want to be your own boss. And trust me, I know it's hard. I get it, done it, and got a t-shirt for it, right? But I want you all to know that you can have it and you can have it all. How do you do it? Come here, get support, as well as not only can you get it from here at Envision Me Podcast, but also now you can also catch some more support as well as some fun tips on the Vision Board show, which is aired Tuesday. So if you're looking for ways to put your vision board together, if you're looking for ways or tips on how to get to your vision and fix or how to reach your goal, tune in on Tuesday here at 8:30.
So important. And then, as you see, Envision Me podcast, we're in here to empower, inspire you to go after your what's next. And I'm getting the question so many times, well, why? Well, see, let me tell you a little story about me. I was sitting in a corporate office, loving the job that I had. And so I was told in 2 weeks my job was done away with. Man, and you all know how it feels when that rug is snatched from underneath you from that. I mean, we even Lori talked about it last week on our show last week when she was taken by surprise that her corporate job that she loved, that she was making money for, and then when they came and told her that that job was done going away that day, it just took her breath away. And I could relate. That was me. And so what happened was I was though set up. I was set up to the good point of let they show me what the life that I so desire, not knowing that I wanted it, but so desire that they taken me underneath the wing, under their wing, and showed me the life. And I loved it. And from then on, it has been uphill. I won't say downhill, uphill from there. So here's where I am. I'm going after my what's next. I face the struggles like we all do. I'm still working, like many of you are, but I'm going after my what's next, like many of you are sitting and waiting and contemplating. So I want you guys to all grab your pen and paper. Yes, it's going to just be me today. We're going to do some girl talk, but we're also going to we're going to talk about how to execute and go after your vision. As you're doing that, grabbing your pen and paper, I'm going to give you a minute. Look, I got my favorite even beverage. I don't know what's in here because I didn't put it in here, but hopefully some juice or something in here really good. But also knowing that, yeah, get your evening beverage, your snack. I already ate well, I'm cutting back on the snacks, but grab your snack, your pen and paper, and let's go for it. So last month, as we were talking about as we're talking about in today's show, we're talking about executing to our vision. So last month we started talking about ways on how you can execute on your vision. In the first show, which was why wait, and wait actually is WAIT, and it stands for why me stands for why work on me survey. Everyone's like, what's a work on me survey? Well, I'm gonna tell you that in a minute, but let me give you the acronyms for wait. Work on me survey. A is be active. I is invest in you, and T is time management. All of these and many more, but these really in particular, actually these are what here at Vision May are using to go after our what's next. And so many of you are asking me, well, why do I why do I want to wait? What does it have? How does it affect me? Well, we're always waiting, right? I mean, we all sit in the corporate world. We're going to wait. And it's funny. I have to say, we're waiting for the anticipation, but yet every day we get let down because it's going to happen, but it doesn't happen. Then the next day, it's going to happen, but it doesn't happen. And we're waiting constantly and consistently, but let down every day. So we're waiting. But here's where we're going to stop the waiting and we're going to implement wait into our day-to-day life. So grab your pen and paper and I'll let you know how wait is going to help you. Then last month, we also had talked about we had Brooke on, who is an amazing woman. If you don't know, her name is Brooke Young. She is actually a PR consultant. Actually, she's my PR coach. And so she does some amazing work. So if anyone's out here looking for a PR coach or a PR manager, she is your woman. I will drop in the feed on how you can get in tune or in connected with her. But with Brooke, she and her on our show together, we talked about the life before and after corporate, right? And so many of us we were sitting in the corporate world. She was sitting in the corporate world making six figures, but was being burnt out. I don't know if you caught her episode last month, but if you're looking for a show to relate to on, someone being burnt out, actually the job was making her sick. And if you're looking for that, looking for some encouragement or some empowerment, how a woman had gotten beyond that, check out that episode with Brooke, and it's on life before and after corporate. So after she had left corporate, she became this amazing PR coach, and she does some work where actually she goes out here and helps you get connected to the people that you're doing. Another thing that Brooke has done is she has written an amazing little book. So you guys, so she had talked about the book that she had written and why she had written it. But she also left us with an amazing quote, and her amazing quote is actually this week's affirmation, or this week's quote for the week, and it is there is only one life, so live it to the fullest. And it's by Brooke Young. And how many of you are really living your life to the fullest? Remember, I just said a minute ago, so many of us are sitting in the corporate world and waiting on that anticipation of we're going to get that life that we want. We're going to get that job what we want. We're going to do it, and every day, I know, I used to be that person. Every time I'm like, okay, they're going to do it, and they don't do it. Okay, okay, okay. They're going to do it, but they don't do it. And again and again and again, it's so many letdowns that it doesn't happen. So why wait? So wait is now going to be incorporated. And again, I'll tell you what wait means. Then the last impactful guest for last month was Lori Bass. Lori again had talked about she too was in a corporate job, loved her corporate job, and and she was making six figures. Just like you all know, I bring in bring in women that are doing their jam, but then all of a sudden, bam, the rug is snatched from underneath them. And Lori was no different. She talked about how she went into work just like just like as we all do, not knowing that her job was being done away with that day. They shut the doors that day. And she was devastated because she wasn't prepared for that, what her what's next was. So if you're looking again for support on how women are going after their what's next, even though that the rug has been snatched underneath them, even though that they're living for that anticipation of excitement, and living for the anticipation of their what's next, then the what's next is taken away. I have so many women in the tribe that can help you get you to your what's next. So Lori was an amazing. She talked about that, and Lori's doing amazing work now. She's out here doing her own business, and and her business is thriving. So again, if you want to connect with someone again who had a corporate job, not even knowing that the job was going to be was done away with that day, and how it impacted her so much that it left her sick. So if you're looking for a impactful story, you have to check out Lori Bass. And actually, all these shows that I'm referring to, you can check them out on all the larger podcast platforms. But they will help you and empower you and inspire you to get you to your what's next. So you want to know what wait means? Okay, you ready? So wait means, and how do we use it to get us to execute on our vision? So W stands for Work on Me Survey. What that is you sit down and you sit for 20 minutes, and you sit and what do you want to work on for yourself? You're to literally sit down and do that. Do you want to be your own boss? Do you want to work on climbing the corporate ladder? Or do you want to be like me? I want to be my own boss, but I also want to travel around the world. Who wouldn't love to do that? That is what I'm working on. One of my work on me survey outcomes. So I'm charging you with doing a work on me survey. If you need help on creating a work on me survey, drop it in the feed and let me know, and I definitely will do that for you. And then there is A. A is be active. How many of you are moving? How many of you are you all like those of us had settled? I need you to get up and get moving because studies have shown as long as you stay active, the endorphins in your mind are working for you, not against you. So I want you to be active. And so, with that being said, real quick, I'm going to stop here because I want you to tell me what is your win for the week? It's Win Wednesday. I can't wait to tell you what my win is. My win has been, it's really been in the works. And so I'm super excited about it. And I cannot wait to tell you what it is. I'll tell you later in the show. I'm also going to stop here and I'm actually offering 15 minutes of one on one chat time with me. Who wants to do some girl talk in person? If you're located here in Columbus, Ohio, I'm willing to do some girl talk with you for 15 minutes to help you work on your vision, or we can actually schedule a Zoom call for 15 minutes to do some girl talk. If you're interested in that, then drop it in the feed, drop your email in the feed, and I will get with you. So that is my gift to you to help you get you to executing on your vision. So you have no reason why you can't, you guys. So drop it in the feed. Tell me if you're ready to get your vision made. And then lastly, this half of this show is sponsored by Vision Made magazine. Vision Made magazine is a quarterly magazine that is all about empowering and inspiring women to go after their what's next, no matter what. In the magazine, you will find stories such as mental health in the boardroom. You will find healthy mind. You will also find some recipes. How many of you know, I mean, really know that I love Vision Board? So in there is even some power words. There is even a worksheet on how you can go after, how you can create your vision board. So if you're interested in grabbing a subscription of Vision Made magazine, drop it in the feed and I will connect you to Vision Made magazine. And so back to the rest of the what WAIT stands for, right? So the next letter that we have is I, invest in you. So, as you all know, one way that I always talk about investing in you, I do it every show actually, where I talk about expanding the book on the shelf. And the book on the shelf is all about expanding your mind, right? And you know that expanding your mind is so important to help you get you to the what's next. And I want you all to understand I get no kickback, I get nothing when I'm talking about the different books that I'm reading. So I understand that I don't get any money for this, but I do believe in order for us to get to what's next, in order for us to actually execute on our vision, it all works on expanding our mind. So it is book on the shelf is one way. Another way is also going after, there's some way you can get free education to get certifications there. And plus too, right now, they're doing where they're at any of the education money is being given away, or you can actually or do away with. But check into ways of expanding your mind, maybe education, maybe reading, but do that. And then the last letter is T, time management. I thought time management is so important because I get a lot from viewers, women around the world, people even I come in contact with on a day to day basis, that they don't have time. They don't have time to work on anything more than just the everyday, day to day life hustle and bustle. So I'm always asking them, well, what do you do to even try to make time for yourself in the day-to-day hustle and bustle? And so no one has, they're like, well, I don't know, or I'll try it for a little bit and I fall off. So one way that I'm suggesting is start doing some time blocking. Time blocking is where you're going to block off your schedule for a certain amount of time for each project. But remember, you are a project. So you're to be put on that calendar and you're going to block out at least, I say at least 15 minutes a day, every day for you. May that 15 minutes be, I'm going to look for some education to invest in myself. Maybe 15 minutes of reading a book. Maybe 15 minutes of self care. But whatever it is, you need to schedule that in. And I say that because I have to say that's where I was guilty at. I did block out time for everything else but me. And I'm important. So, for that being said, now I am part of my time blocking. And I'm always, and of course, I use when I do time blocking on my calendar, I am doing it in different colors because each task has a different color that it stands for. And then for me, I like the bright color. So I have the bright fuchsia, which is brighter than what you see down here. But I do that because the bright colors make me happy. They excite me. They make me feel good. And then it helps motivate me. Yes, the little things do motivate me. So that's what I do. So time blocking is so important. And the only way I can do some time blocking is so I know exactly what's going on in my day. I do this every day. I do time blocking every day. I do time blocking on everything that is going to be done for the day. Now, I've just gotten a question. They're like, well, what happens if you don't have time or you don't get to the time blocking? Then that item that you did not, that you missed the time to do, then it goes on your calendar for the next day. But make time for you because you, again, are important. So that's how you can execute on your vision is by WAIT. And it stands for Work on Me Survey. Then it stands for Be Active, Invest in Yourself, and Time Management. And you'll start hearing these acronyms more and more and how you can do it. But these are the ways you can execute on your vision to be made. And then we also talked about how the book on the shelf is so important, right? So here today, I get to tell you I am reading actually a different book. So my book on the shelf this week that I'm reading is actually I have two of them going, you guys. So my first one is You by Eric Thomas. Eric Thomas is one of my mentors. If you guys have not checked him out, he is a powerful motivational speaker. His story is so impactful and it can move you to be so inspirational. So if you have not heard Eric Thomas, check him out. He's on all the podcast platforms. So check out Eric Thomas. Not only am I reading You because it was motivational and I needed to connect to me and I need to be understanding that it's okay that I do work on me, because if I don't work on me, then I can't be a servant to you. And knowing that I don't have to be guilty about it. And then the other book, actually, it just came out today, I believe, by Tamara. I have to say Mowry, from Sister. She now has a book. And you guys, I'm reading that. And so it's really good. And so everyone's like, well, how do you have time to do this? And is this on your calendar, on your calendar blocking? It is. I actually allow myself 30 minutes to read every day. So I do 15 minutes on each book, and knowing that I'm doing expanding my mind, which I'm excited. But yes, these two books are who I am reading. I will drop it in the feed to let you know. So if you're looking to expand your mind, or as I say, the book on the shelf, I will drop it in the feed so I'll let you know the books that I'm reading. Then I was just asked, well, as you're doing all of this, Pam, how do you even have time for some self care? It's in my calendar too. I at least try to do at least 10 minutes of just some quiet time. I try to sit in my office with no TV on, that it bothers my family. But I try to sit down and I sit in my office in quiet. And that is the most self gratification of spending time with me, and knowing that it's cool to be okay and quiet is good, because guess what, I'm okay with myself. I'm starting to be really cool with it's okay to be in quietness. And yes, your mind works, but It all works. So it's okay. And then we have fear. And, fear and fault and failure, they're going to be in there somewhere and they're going to weave their way into your life, but it's okay. It's okay to face fear. And fear, I actually love fear, though I do procrastinate a little bit when fear comes at me. And I also had talked about how I overcame fear, so check that episode out. But one way I do it is I face it head on, and knowing that whatever happens happens. And if there's any judgment that comes about because of me, because I failed, then I know those individuals weren't meant for me to be in my space. So I'm becoming very intentional on who and what is coming across my space. I don't have time. And if that sounds selfish, guess what? It's okay to be selfish. I'm learning to be selfish. And so I'm going to charge you with being selfish as well. And then there's book on the shelf. And then there is all about the win for this week. What was your win for this week? You guys still have time to drop it in the feed. I'm going to wait a minute while you tell me what is your win for this week. But then also to you all, I don't know how many of you have a vision board. Now you know that's my jam. I love vision board. Love doing vision boards. I have 5 of them. 3 in my house and 2 on my phone. Yes, they each have a different purpose. They each doing different, they have their different ways of working in my life. And so many people are like, well, how does vision board work for you? And what does it mean to you? Well, vision board to me, what it means to me is knowing that I can set all goals and all things are possible. I just have to understand that I have to work on it, because I'm getting so many people like, they don't work. They don't work. They do work. You have to work at it every day. That's like anything if you want, right? So knowing that you work on your vision board every day and be intentional about what you're working on is so important. Okay, this juice is the bomb. So, with that being said, be intentional on what you're working on. That is another way you can execute on your goals. So, I actually gave you not only 4 tips, I gave you 4 ways you can execute on yourself. And that's first 4 was all about weight, and the second one is be intentional on your vision. And how do you be intentional on your vision? Use your vision board. Come on, you guys. Vision boards they do work. And if you don't believe me, you have to check out Steve Harvey. He uses it and you hear him talk about it. Serena, the Williams sisters, they use it. Oprah Winfrey uses it. Um, just so many other people, and you'll hear me talk about it. And also, too, another way you can connect with doing a vision board, you can actually check me out on the Vision Board Show, which airs Tuesday here at 8:30, and we have fun. And I promise you, I take the vision board out. We talk about, I'm always giving you a power word, and I'm always giving you an affirmation that you can add to your board. And I think those are important, because when you see those on your board, they're your motivators, they're your accountability partners. So it's so important to have your vision board. So if you're looking for some support, check me out on Tuesdays, every Tuesday at 8:30, here live on the Vision Board Show. I'm very excited. So, everybody, this has been fun. You know, I love coming in here. I love empowering you, inspiring you to going after your what's next. I hope you got some nuggets. I hope you're going to incorporate one of the letters from weight into your day to day life so you can go after your what's next. And I hope I see you next Tuesday when I drop to you another power word, and as well, I will drop to you another affirmation that you can add to your board. So note this, everybody. I hope that you're going after your what's next. I know it's hard, but remember, you only have one life to live. And that's why I'm always asking you at the beginning of the show, how are you doing? Because so many people don't even get to ask. No, so many people don't even ask that. But I do want to know how you're doing. And today is Win Wednesday. So all wins are good. May they be big, may they be small, or may you even just be thinking about it, but you don't know how to get it started. Well, I'm here for you. I'm giving you a free gift. The free gift is where we can sit down and do a chat for 15 minutes. And so if you're interested in grabbing that, drop your email below and I will definitely connect with you. And also know that today is only today and your tomorrow is not guaranteed. So don't give anyone the power to run your life. You run your life for you and go after your what's next. Until next week, you guys, I have amazing co-hosts that will be on here, amazing guests, not co-hosts, another amazing guest that will be on here with me. If you have any questions or comments, or if there is even a show you would like to hear us talk about, drop it in the feed because this isn't just about me. It's about us. And that's how we can empower our community till next week. And how we can empower each other, not till next week, how we can empower each other. But until next week, you all take care of yourself. Note that you go after your what's next, no matter what. And I know it's hard, but you have a tribe here who can help you do it, right? Till then, everyone, bye.